Greetings from the peaceful backdrop of Birds Hill Provincial Park in Manitoba. Each spring, thousands of farmers buy thousands of bags of seed, load up their planters, and hit the fields for planting season. But how can they be sure those seeds will grow as expected? For Agronomy TV, we spoke with K.N. Singh, an inspection advisor with the Canadian Food Inspection Agency, about seed crop production for Canada's growers. Here in part 1, K.N. talks about what goes into a seed germination test to help ensure the seeds you buy will grow as expected when it comes time to plant them, and what the CFIA takes into account when conducting a field inspection to ensure seed varieties are not contaminated by any other nearby crops over the growing season.
So seed germination testing is a standardized procedure which is used to measure viability and overall quality of the seed lot. The first step in this process is to take a sample which represents the entire seed lot, right? For pedigree seed, the sample is always collected by the licensed sampler by following appropriate sampling techniques. Once the sample is collected, it is properly sealed and labeled before sending it to the seed lab for testing. So germination test is conducted according to the officially recognized test methods and under optimum conditions of moisture, light, temperature, and growing media. Seeds are left to germinate for a number of days depending upon the crop kind, right? So some crop kinds germinate within a week, some takes more than 2 to 3 weeks. So at the end of the incubation period, assessments on the seeds which are used in the germination test are made by the seed analyst. So some seeds will germinate properly and they will produce proper seedlings, but some seedlings would not be properly formed in terms of root and shoot, so they'll be reported as abnormal seedlings, right? There will be some seeds which will not germinate at all at the end of the test. So because they are dormant seeds, and some seeds would be reported as dead or diseased seeds. So based on the assessment of the germination test and evaluation of all the tests by the seed analyst, seed germination percentage is calculated, right? So higher the germination percentage means better the quality of the seed lot. So this is also used in different correlations to predict the overall quality of the seed and overall performance of the crop in the field. So seed tests are conducted basically on every crop kind, right? So we have our own standards to make sure that we take the sample for purity and germination test, right? So it could be canola, it could be wheat or barley or any crop kind. So it depends upon what needs to be tested. We take the sample and do testing for germination and purity of the seed. But just for your information that these tests are not conducted by local CFI offices, they are conducted by CFI lab, and our lab is located in Saskatoon, in the Saskatoon. So in Canada, seed crop production follows a highly regulated system which ensures the varietal purity and overall quality of the seed. So when inspections are conducted in the field, the pedigree seed crop inspections are conducted by CFIA certified inspectors and also by third-party licensed seed crop inspectors. So there are a number of factors which are verified in the field when we conduct these inspections. For example, a wheat field should be at a certain meters distance from another wheat field growing in that area. So this isolation is very important to inspect and also very important to maintain so that varietal and mechanical contaminations are not happening in the field, right? So other than these, there are certain crop kinds, for example, open pollinator crops, where these isolations are much larger to make sure that cross-pollination is not happening, because that may cause varietal contamination. Other than these, crop inspectors also ensures that land requirements are met and also that crop is the correct variety. So if the crop growing in the field doesn't match with the norm of the variety, then more in-depth inspection activities are conducted, and it may include taking a sample for variety verification as well. So any sort of impurities or contaminations which are observed in the field or in the isolation zone, they are well documented in the crop inspection reports for CSGA, Canadian Seed Growers Association, to make a decision on the pedigree of the crop. And finally, a crop certificate is issued. So once the seed is harvested, it is properly conditioned, it is tested, graded, and labeled in registered seed establishments. So registered seed establishments are audited by Seeds Canada. And during the audit, if any non-compliance is observed, that is referred to CFIA, and CFA inspectors conduct direct inspections in those seed establishments, right? So other than these inspections, we also conduct routine inspections, which may include label verifications, because we want to make sure that label is providing correct information about the crop kind, about the seed lot numbers, and about the grades. Monitoring samples are also taken in these seed establishments to make sure seed can be tested for purity and also for germination. And further grade verifications are conducted. So the role of the CFIA is the administration of the Seeds Act and seeds regulation to ensure that seed which is sold in Canada or which is imported into or exported from Canada meets established standards for the quality and for the labeling as well.